Yo, what is good, everyone? This is Francis over here from PlayerEssence.com, and welcome to another episode of PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. We're going to talk about Nintendo putting patents on things that they should have done a decade ago, that they should have had on Wii and on Wii U. So, as we all know, Nintendo put out a patent for a new stationary console, home console, that pretty much has all the features that you would expect from a PS4, Xbox One, and modern systems, things like that, PS3, Xbox 360. There's some multitasking. There was no disk slot on there. It was really just for cartridges or flash media memory or something like that, where I would be a fan of. And there was all sorts of stuff. And I actually already talked about that, so I'll have a video up on the screen or in the description below. And I actually even talked about this months ago, that Nintendo could return to a system that is like that, and it looks like it could happen, whether it's the NX or it's a future system or something completely different, who knows. But either way, Nintendo put out a patent for that, and then recently they put out a patent for an achievement system, which I don't think I talked about. I might have talked about, I might have not. I don't remember. But either way, I know I posted it on PlayerEssence, and I do want to speak about that. So people always say, I don't care about achievements, you know, achievements aren't anything to me, I don't need any of that. But here's the thing, guys, there are people who make their living running websites of other people who love achievements, who go there to show off their achievements, who link their PlayStation tags, who link their Steam, who link their Xbox Live tags to show off these achievements that they get, to talk to other people how to earn achievements. It's almost just like getting the high score or completing a really hard mission, and you just sharing that gaming passion with your friends or with people over the internet. That's really what I see achievements, systems, or anything like that. It's really just another way of saying, hey, I got this high score, and posting it to Miiverse. But it's just universal. It's something that you can do in every game. It's something for people to where they can take that away and say, hey, have you gotten this? Oh, this is how I got this, and help their friends out. I don't see it as such a bad thing like a lot of people see it as, or such a meaningless thing. I think it's a good thing, and I think it's fun for gamers to go through and compare to see what achievements they have and say, hey, this is how I got that achievement, especially if it's something tough. Vanquish was one of my favorite games to get all the achievements in because it's so difficult. That challenge mode will kick your butt over and over. But when I finally got that achievement, I was like, you know what, I felt great about it. And then that motivated my friend Andre to get that achievement as well, because he hadn't got it at that point. So in my opinion, I think Nintendo patenting an achievement system is good, and I think it's something they should have had a long time ago. When the Wii launched, it didn't have an achievement system, and people said, please Nintendo, make one. No, they didn't make one because they were selling like crazy. Now, and if you look at PlayStation, Sony was not selling very good. Microsoft was selling really good as far as Xbox 360 goes. It had an achievement system. What did Sony do? They said, hey, we need to catch up. We need to make our own. And they made the trophy system that a lot of PlayStation fans really like. So I don't see why Nintendo shouldn't go into this avenue, especially if the other two are doing it. It's successful. Obviously, you have websites like Xbox 360 achievements.org and PlayStation trophies.org, places that basically are dedicated and run by that and get plenty of traffic of people coming through. So the site owners or whoever does that, they're making money off of that. So obviously it's important enough for people to go online and share and stuff. And I used to go on those sites all the time when I was a super achievement hunter in my college days and even before that. But I think this is good. This is really good for Nintendo, and hopefully they get this universal system down, because it is a universal achievement system. And some people were saying that it kind of reminds them of NES Remix, but I don't really care. Whatever type of universal achievement system they can do, that would be good for me. And I think that'd be good for a lot of people, because Nintendo already has achievements in many of their games. Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii added achievements, and people are like, oh, this is great. So if it's great then, why not have a universal achievement system so it can be great for all their games? Wii Sports Resort had an achievement system. Super Smash Bros. Has 1 million achievements. Mario has like the pictures and achievements. There's always their games, and why make a separate achievement system every single time you make a game instead of just having one achievement system that you can use for all the games? I think it saves them time in the future, but we will see. So that's one patent that Nintendo did have. And then Nintendo did another patent for in-game voice chat, and it's just another thing that gamers have been asking for more than a decade, pretty much, for Nintendo, is to modernize and put stuff like in-game voice chat into their titles, to where you don't have to rely on each developer to make a certain voice chat system or anything like that. You can just have one universal voice chat app that works for everything, to where you can use it to talk to your friends whenever you want, no matter which game it is. The Xbox 360 has been doing that since 2005, and most of the systems have it. PS4, Xbox One, I think the PS Vita even has something like that. Pokemon, all the Pokemon titles pretty much since the DS have in-game voice chat for their online play. So the fact that Nintendo doesn't have it on some of their console games is a little weird, and it's definitely it's good that they finally decided, like, hey, you know, we need to do this. And the thing about it is, it took the Wii U doing so bad for Nintendo to finally wake up and patent all these things. These are patents that Nintendo should have made years ago, that we should have seen in the Wii U. But since the Wii, I personally think since the Wii did so well, Nintendo just didn't feel the need. They just put what they felt for more of the casual audience. So it's, you know, stuff like the, what was that, the video chatting app that I don't know how many people use stuff like that, but the video chat app, they did the TV app, which they're actually already closing down. So Nintendo decided to spend research and time and development on stuff like that instead of things like achievement systems, like in-game voice chat, stuff that gamers could have wanted more because they were trying to go more for the expanded audience. But I guess it ended up backfiring on them. And they want to make sure that they don't repeat the same mistakes the Wii U made. So they're making sure that they patent all this stuff to where they can have it down when the NX or whenever this next system launches. So overall, I think it's good that Nintendo patented this stuff, and I'm happy that they're finally moving towards modernizing their consoles and stuff like that. But at the same time, it is things that we should have had a decade ago as gamers that we would actually want, and Nintendo didn't give it to us. The funny thing is that Nintendo, I don't know, I think they spent their patents or whatever talking to mathematicians with friend codes and stuff with the Wii and the Nintendo 3DS instead of patenting this stuff. So over here getting all these numbers and patenting difficult stuff instead of just being able to let us, you know, put in the username and stuff like that. So I think they've learned their lesson for the most part, but they have to switch some things up for next generation. Hopefully these changes and these patents push Nintendo towards doing those things and they can be successful once again. Obviously they need to get the games, that's probably the most important thing, but having the other stuff to help support the games is always a benefit and can't hurt, definitely can't hurt. Alright, so that wraps it up for this episode of PlayerEssence Across Nintendo. Let me know what you guys think about Nintendo's patents. I'll have all of the information that you need to know in the description below, so if you want to check out the articles on there, you can do so. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more PlayerEssence Across Nintendos just like this one. And also subscribe if you're someone new, because right here on PlayerEssence you're going to get a variety of news based on Microsoft, Sony, and of course Nintendo. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.